Okay, now we're going to proceed with the physical assessment. We're going to start with vital signs and then do a head-to-toe assessment. Okay? Let's take your temperature first. It is 98.1. We're going to check your blood pressure on both arms. And we'll start with your right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pump it up and I'm going to see where the needle starts, what looks like beats and or pulses, and that's how I'll know where to pump it up past, so I don't squeeze your arm too tight and cause a false blood pressure. Up to 180, and I'm just going to go down. Okay, so it starts pulsing at 120. So we'll give your arm a break there for a few seconds, and then we'll check the pressure. Okay, that's 115 over 78. I'm going to do the same thing on the left arm. Okay, relax your arm. Okay. We'll give your arm a second. Are you breathing okay? Okay. It's 122 over 78. I've already counted your respirations while I was over here, while we were waiting, and they were 16, so I'm going to check your pulse now. Your pulse is 80. I count for 15 seconds and I divide that by 40 with your pulse. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do a head-to-toe assessment, and I'm just going to kind of feel around in your scalp here. Any pain? Any bumps? I don't feel anything.
No.
Nothing tender. All right, I'm just going to kind of feel around behind your shoulders, up your neck, behind your neck. Got some lymph nodes in there. Just going to kind of check to see if there's anything swollen or protruding. Okay, feels good. Now I'm going to go ahead and let's check your eyes. Okay. If I had an ophthalmoscope, I would shine a light, have her look straight ahead, shine a light in her eye, and if I shine a light in one eye, it should constrict, the pupil should constrict, but the left should also constrict. So I would also do the same in the left to make sure that they are equal. There are the cranial nerves, 2, 3, 4, and 6, optic nerves, trochlear nerve, the oculomotor and the abductans. So we would check for PERLA, which is pupil equal, round, reactive, and accommodate. Okay, Amanda, I'm going to have you look straight ahead. And I'm just going to hold your chin. And what I want you to do is just look straight at my finger and follow my finger with just your eyes. I want you to hold that, just stare at that finger. Okay, very good. Now I had you hold your eyes laterally just to check for nystagmus. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do, we're going to check your peripheral view, your vision. So I want you to just look straight ahead, look at this finger, and I want you to tell me if you can see the finger to your right. Can you see it? Can you still see it? What am I doing? Okay. What about now? What am I doing? Okay. And now? Okay. Stare here. You see the finger? What is it doing? Okay. Can you still see it? What is it doing? And now what's it doing? Straight. What's that finger doing now? Straight. Okay. Good. I'm gonna test. I would at this point for facial nerve, cranial nerve 7. I might take something sharp and something soft and rub it against her chin, her cheek, and make sure that she has that nerve intact to distinguish sensation of sharp and soft. And what I want to do now is check your hearing. And I'm going to rub my fingers, and I want you to tell me, can you hear that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you still hear it?
Yes.
Can you still hear it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Hear it?
Yes.
Okay. Hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you still hear it?
Yes.
Can you still hear that?
Mm-hmm.
I also at this point would, if I had a tuning fork, I would just place it, knock it against my hand, and I would place it in the center skull up here, and she should be able to hear or feel equally. And also I would do that on the mastoid bone behind the ear, and she could tell me if she hears it and when she stops feeling the vibration. And that also checks. Those nerves are important. I just kind of want to tilt your head back, and if I had a otoscope as well, I could shine a light up in her nose. I can check for any polyps, make sure her septum is equal. And she has had a septoplasty, so I would kind of really want to take a look at that, see if there's any exudate. Are you having any tenderness here, sinus areas? Yeah. I don't feel anything, any soft tissue growths, tumors, anything like that. Okay, the other thing I want to check, her glossopharyngeal and oropharynx. I'm going to have her open her mouth, and if I had a light, I could shine that in, check her back where her tonsils are, check the tissues, make sure they're moist, red, there's no lesions, and that the uvula is midline. She sticks her tongue out, that's midline. And would also check for gag reflex, tongue depressor, touch the sides back there of her mouth, see if she gags, and make sure those cranial nerves, 12 and 10 are all intact. So open your mouth, stick your tongue out, say utilize midline. There's a little, you do have a cold sore on the top lip. Anyway, okay, non-draining. Okay, very good. Now I'm just going to test kind of your shoulder joint here. So I want you to shrug your shoulders. Okay. Turn your head from right to left. Turn the other way. No pain, no problems. Okay, and you're not having any double vision, nothing like that. Okay. I'm going to have you lay down on your back, if you will. And I'm just going to kind of, can you put your head up? I'm just going to feel here. Just kind of checking your thyroid, making sure there's, you don't feel any swelling, any lumps, masses, anything like that. Your trachea is nice and lit on. Can you turn your head to the left? Just going to take a listen here. Okay, turn your head to the right. Okay, let's straight ahead. Just kind of feel it around, make sure. Okay, everything looks good. I'm gonna have you sit up again. Go ahead and sit forward. Let's go ahead and check out your thorax and your lungs, your respiratory system. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of palpate, feel, make sure I don't feel any masses, any unusual areas. I'm going to kind of feel that in the back as well. Alright, next thing I want to do is I'm going to percuss, which is I hold my hands here and I'm just going to tap. And just listening for sound. And we're going to defer lifting the breasts and percussing underneath. Take a listen. Okay. Okay. Just go ahead and turn around for me. Again, palpating, check for any nodules or masses or hard spots. I don't feel anything. And again, I'm going to percuss. I'm going to avoid the scapula. Take a listen. Deep breath. Deep breath again. Now, I'm gonna feel vibration, so I want you to go ahead and say the letter E. E, 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 E. Now in the front, I want you to say 99. 99, 99. 99, 99. Okay. Can you turn around for me? Okay. And I did realize I had the back to the camera when I was doing the test. So again, 99,
99, 99, 99, 99.
we will defer going underneath the breast. Okay, let's have you lay on your back one more time, and let's check out your abdomen, okay? I'm going to take a listen first. Just going to change that. Tenderness and so, okay. All right. I want you to go ahead and I want you to lift your elbows like this, and I'm going to push down on them, and you try to push my hands up. I'm going to push down and try to resist. Good. Straighten your arms out. You're going to kind of do the same thing. Hold them, squeeze them in together. Don't let me, excuse me, push them apart. Squeeze as hard as you can. Okay, great. Same thing, straight across. Okay. All right, good. Can you bring your arms back together? Do you have any pain anywhere in your shoulders? Anywhere? Okay. I'm going to have you stand up for me. Okay. Can you bring your knee up? Any pain? Bring your other knee up. Any pain?
No.
What about if you kind of squat down?
No.
Any pain in the knees, the hips, or anything?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and just walk up to the edge there and then just walk back. Okay. Walk back toward me. Okay, good. Any problems with walking, anything in your feet hurt, ankles hurt, anything like that?
No.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and have a seat. But I do, at this time, if I had a reflex hammer, I would knock her knees, just the soft part below the patella here, and elicit the reflex response. I'm just going to kind of take a look at the ankles. Don't see any varicose veins. Toes look good, there's no swelling. And we are going to be deferring the genital and the rectal exam at this point. And I believe I finished. And thank you very much, Amanda.
Thank you.